Hey everyone, and welcome back to X3 Albion Prelude. So you'll see here on our right side we have a third Zephyrus amongst us. He will be housing Goldwing for us. And just to say, the naming conventions for Goldwing and Redwing is Gold Squadron and Red Squadron from Star Wars, because I am not above Star Wars references. You may notice that down the middle, our ship looks a bit different. That's because we are now flying a different ship. It is the Split Chimera. It boasts 8 front guns, a AI turret on the top, and a turret on the bottom, and sports 75 megajoules of shielding.
The Split Chimera was developed by Biology Research Incorporated following a successful tender to produce a ship with better long-range performance than the Mamba. Split defense experts view the Chimera as a logical progression, delivering a heavy fighter with enhanced load-carrying capability and endurance.
So as I said, it has 8 forward mounting guns. 2 of them we have the pulse beam emitter equipped, the gun that the Xenon like to shoot at us. Look at how fucking fast it fires. We of course have the usual HEPs for after the shields get damaged. And we have the energy bolt chain gun. It is an ammunition based weapon, so we have to buy ammo for it, but it doesn't use as much energy compared to the other guns. So it's nice when we start running low on our laser generator. The Nova Raider we used to be flying is now the Nasty Butler, because that name amuses me. And the L we decided to keep is dongs.exe.
Until recently, the L was the most powerful Xenon fighter developed.
Dong's main goal is to strip shields of all of our targets. Carries 75 megajoules of shielding, but unfortunately I believe he is the slowest out of the 4 of us, but hey, it's the I like to just have it a bit more diverse other than me just going, okay, and now we have a 4th Nova Raider as our ship, so on. So that little glow there was me. If you have the freight transporter module equipped, you can jump from ship to ship, which is always nice. Unfortunately, our Advanced Discoverer doesn't have a very critical component installed.
Jump drive not installed.
Sergeant, we have received word that the meeting is already underway. You must find the John Furco command ship somewhere in your sector. We have engaged listening protocols on your ship's computer, so you can intercept their ship-to-ship communications. Again, do not get drawn into any conflict. At the first sign of trouble, disengage and return to base. We will be monitoring communications remotely. Derek, out.
John Furco Defense Outpost, with John Furco researching potentially revolutionary technologies. There was a renewed focus.
So yeah, the ship didn't have a jump drive installed, so I had to fly all the way out here. That was kind of boring. Now tell me, do you guys remember in like Grand Theft Auto and other like games where you had to get so close to a target but not close enough or else the mission failed? Well, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the next 5 or so minutes.
Deimos, John Furco.
You are talking to the automated...
What are they doing here? We're going to radio silence. Try to get as much information as possible, but don't get too close.
Up ahead, we have the highway construction area. It takes us several weeks to build and configure each gate, but we have several production lines and are investing in more avenues of research to speed up the process.
As an aside, the ships are also constantly flying towards me. So, yeah. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Are there any working prototypes of these devices for you to demonstrate?
Our first tests were scheduled for 2 weeks' time, but the escalation of the war has forced us to rethink our timetable.
Stand by.
And sometimes you'll just need to randomly get closer to them as well.
You bring us here with false promises, and but a dead husk of metal. We anticipated this deceitful possibility, and I have the authority to sever negotiations with your lower-life company. What do you offer us to prevent this?
We also anticipated this outcome, so I have authority to provide you with all of our highway research and free prototype highway gates. I'm sure your scientists will be able to verify our findings. These highways will be powerful tools, opening up entire solar systems in a way we had never before dreamed possible. As with all powerful technologies, though, it can be abused. We trust that you will use it wisely.
This offer would be acceptable to us. I am accustomed to Argon being short-sighted and unworthy of our attention. It is agreeable to see some Argon attempting to emulate Baronet levels of foresight and preparation.
It pleases me to hear that. Unfortunately, we must pause proceedings. We have detected a suspicious ship nearby. It could be attempting to listen in on our conversation.
Indeed, that ship reeks of Argon's secret service. It appears that your security leaves much to be desired. Let us hope that your designers are of a better caliber.
Yep, time to get the fuck out of here, even though they don't go hostile.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation welcomes friends aboard.
Connection to local trading network established.
Sergeant, while that meeting didn't involve the Terrans, it did answer a few questions about their recent activities. While I'm sure eyebrows will be raised about the Paranet being involved, we still have no proof that John Foucault are directly trading technology with the Terrans. We will continue to contact them through official channels for clarification on where they stand. You did well today. Feel free to go about your business. We will contact you again when we have another task for you. If you want to take some R&R away from the front, I hear some of the other pilots have been trying to play the stock market. If you play it right, it's easy money without needing a fleet of freighters. If you get it wrong, well, you can always eat in the mess, and the cost will be deducted from your next paycheck. Thank you for returning promptly, Sergeant. I believe you've already met Administrator Colburn of John Foucault?
Yes, it was a brief encounter, but one that almost ruined months of work. Still, I understand why the military wants to keep tabs on us during a war, especially with these accusations.
Administrator Colburn was just proposing a very interesting arrangement. Something I think is quite suited to your skill set.
We are aware of a possible leak within John Foucault, and in addition to that, the Terrans are actively attacking our assets. Our focus is still to continue developing the highway technology and building a test bed in Albion. But with these constant attacks and a potential leak, it is becoming quite difficult.
John Foucault are just as concerned with finding their technology on Terran ships as we are. You will be tasked with aiding John Foucault in protecting their ships and continuing the investigation into how the Terrans have gotten access to this research. You will report to Administrator Colburn for assignments, but be aware that you could be pulled back to frontline service at any time.
The first job is one you are already familiar with. We are delivering several prototype highway gates to the Paranet. The ship carrying the gates is already en route. Please join the escort group while it travels to the drop-off point.
I've arranged for control of a new ship to be transferred to you for this mission. Additional support ships will be standing by if needed. But we don't want to draw attention to the convoy unless necessary. Dismissed.
Hey, check that out. We got ourselves our own Corvette. A free M6. It's not too shabby considering it's only the third mission in the main storyline.
The Centaur was developed by Argon shipwrights in Omicron Lyri. It is larger than a freighter or small transporter, but is much smaller than a frigate.
Comes pre-equipped with some weapons, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, we will not be using it for this mission. But while we're here, I'll go ahead and rename it to the Learning Curve, because no one wants to fight the Learning Curve of X3.
Zephyrus.
So I do have a reason why I want to do combat like this instead of in the Cerberus, just because I just want to enjoy more of the smaller fights, like I said in the last video. Of course, so when we jumped into the sector, the other Sephiroths jumped in at the wrong gate. I don't know why.
You are talking to the automated. We're receiving your incoming.
This was me trying to figure out why it wouldn't activate, but I just need to get so close.
All escorts, form up and stay alert. We're continuing towards the south gate. Autopilot off.
And her voice acting isn't great. I'm sorry.
Be advised, we've detected Terran ships in the sector. Their target is unknown. Argon military are on their way.
She just sounds extremely bored about all this. So, we got a couple of Terrans jumping in. We're gonna get in our ship, get our wingmen to follow us. Also need to get Gold and Red Wing in on this as well. Now, I'm gonna zoom in a few times just because I'm still getting used to the hotkeys to quick select the different wings as well as commanding them to do stuff. So you'll occasionally see things like Red Wing command rejected because I pushed the wrong hotkey. Sorry about that, but I got it all settled after this combat situation. And I'm also checking because I guess it's only if you target an individual ship and not the whole wing, where you had a command which was just attack fighters.
Red Wing, command with Red Wing.
Which is what I wanted Red Wing to do, was just to go for the fighters. And look at that.
President and Senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader. As a reward, you get 500
Pulse beam emitters are quite freaking ridiculous. I mean, for bigger ships at least, it won't blow them up that fast, but for scouts, it's good at just slaughtering them because it fires so quickly.
The Terrans are targeting us. Take them out. You're close to finding yourself in a world of pain. Terran, Saber. Goldwing, command.
And what I do dislike is how I need to actually select a ship either through the property menu or map menu to open up the Gold Wings command.
Command accepted.
I don't understand why the wing hotkey mod didn't enable a menu that just opened up the wings command console. But still, it's better than not having any commands at all. Now, I'll probably get shot by a few of these katanas, and we'll take a look at my shielding. They do the EMPCs. I'll leave that as the short term. I don't quite remember the main term. I think it's like electromagnetic pulse cannon or something like that. But they hit fairly hard if slow. And yeah. Now this is pretty great. This is why I kind of like the whole wingman thing as well, as just seeing all of your ships getting together, blowing up one ship. This is me being completely confused and not knowing if I was sending the different wings to attack a ship or to defend me.
Asteroid.
And again, guys, I'm sorry for all the rejection notices that will be popping up.
This is too much. We're heading back. Escorts, hang back and provide us with a rear guard.
Now, I don't know why she says that after we almost kill everything, but in a few seconds more Terrans will just spawn in.
Command accepted.
Also going to tell our Sephiroths to follow us, just so they are close to us and therefore close to our wings as well, should I need to get the wings to dock back in the Sephiroths. And their the Sephiroths' turrets will also be pretty nice at providing covering fire.
This is Derek. We are redirecting nearby forces to Interworlds. Hang in there, and stay away from the gates.
So like I said, quite a few more, well not quite a few more, a few more Terrans spawned in.
The katana represents the
And they are all katanas, no fires at all. I'm pretty sure it's because our combat rank has increased. If we had a lower combat rank, I think maybe more fighters would be spawning in.
Red Wing, command accepted.
So I decided to have Red Wing go back into their ships because they're fragile. They're only meant to try and combat other fighters.
Support ships are on their way. They will clear the north gate, then head south. Sergeant, join them when you can.
Thanks for the help, Sergeant. We'll stay out of trouble from here on.
So yeah, so we get some reinforcements that spawn, even though we kind of don't need them. So, as I said, I made Red Wing retreat. Gold Wing's gonna stick with us because their ships are just as durable as ours. I don't know why she's saying getting the rep shot out of us. But as I was saying, I think I did command Red Wing to attack because if you look in the distance to our right, you'll see they haven't docked yet. So I just figured, okay, I may as well just have them fight anyways because why the fuck not? And look at that, 39,000. And our L just got the shit shot out of himself as well. So I'm gonna command him to return home so he can stay safe inside of Spaceball 1. And we'll fix him up later as well. He's a way too damaged for me to try and jump out now and try fixing him. If they're like below 80%, I don't bother trying to fix mid-combat. I just tell them to leave. And hey, one of our Kestrels died. He slammed into a fucking asteroid, even though I have bounce turned on.
Terran military.
That really pissed me off because it's like, come on. I guess maybe it's just harder for bounce to, like, you know, quickly command the ships. The way bounce works is that when a ship gets so close to an object, it creates a new path for the ship to fly. But the Kestrels go 605 meters a second. I think that might be going too fast for bounce to put in the navigation nodes and command the ships to move. There's going to be a cut here because all the Terrans are back down south.
Claymore.
They're attempting to blockade the gate. Close in, but beware of that capital ship.
And a Terran Tokyo appeared.
Command accepted.
Of course, this is going to be the same situation where I do not want to engage it because it will go, oh hey, there's the player, and start shooting me instead. So unfortunately we got to kind of sit this one out and just kind of watch the other ships, the other Argon fleet, take them on. And hey, look at that. Our fucking wingman are trying to attack the Tokyo. That's me. I was spamming the protect me key. And that's what I mean by the attack my target command.
Sergeant, stay out of range of that capital ship. It'll tear you to shreds.
Fuck you, Dad. Anyways.
Terranid forces have entered the sector and are engaging the Terrans. All ships, get back in there and give them a hand.
Anyways, that's what I mean about the attack my target command, where we had no target, so our ships stayed near us, and then I targeted the Tokyo, and they all went to attack it, despite me not saying specifically to attack that target. So that's why I gotta attack my target and then protect me.
The Terranid Empire will not tolerate further Terran incursions towards its space. We will intervene when we deem necessary.
Thank you, Lord Captain. Please stand by while the transport resumes its course. Good work out there, Sergeant. Colburn and I will oversee the handover of the JSDD research to the Pyramid. I'll contact you when we have tasks for you. You're on a roll. See if you can be of use in the conflicted sectors. Derek, out.
So, we're now back down to aiding the war effort before the next story mission pops up. So I'm going to cut it here. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will be seeing you all next time.